And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. And here's the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So the North Carolina Tar Heels return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Getting some heat. Catch in the middle, it's Spears.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. Racing down the left side. The 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Tar Heels are flying down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the Texas Longhorns offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
Coming out aggressively. The catch inside the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He He wants to pass it on second down. Gets it out fast. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. So we're in the hurry-up. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if he's going to throw deep right side. And it's caught inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes the Texas offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go. Gonna let it fly. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Looks as if he's going to run it. Still running at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. On the move. Keeps it and gets past the chains. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Man, is that dude fast. It is easy to see how this position is evolving more and more to have elite athletes and elite throwers.
Reese, you say easy, I say annoying. Take about the defensive perspective. I got to guard the running back running. I got to guard the wide receivers. Oh, and now the quarterback's going to run? Well, here, you take the claim and stop.
And the returner is stopped. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's looking to throw. They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Looking for a block. It's Davenport. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Going up top on first down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the Dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. He's looking to throw. Makes the pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just...
Grabs it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This defense has kept him backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. He's going to pass. Still looking on the move. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Gets open down the middle. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Calls his own number. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Texas. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to grow out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along toward.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. 56, North Carolina, 14. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls.
And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. They'll run play action. Might be looking to run.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Tar Heels are on the move. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. It's caught downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Looking to throw on second down. Going to take a shot. He's got it. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone. And now they're set up first and goal. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long, this one from the 44. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. The Longhorns want to move quickly. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Quick completion on the out route. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Now on the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
North Carolina, Texas.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he can't escape, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes his connection. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now facing a 3rd and long.
3rd down coming.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Sends it downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way.
He's going for it all. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! What a catch and run for 6.
And I love this.
For 16.
Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps their foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And they can't make the connection. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire, hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart. Fielded
in the end zone, it's Sticky. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. And they got him for the sack.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Takes the handoff. It's Sticky. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And he makes the catch at the 25. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills to look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 10 to Eastern Michigan. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nice move there. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42 after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Movement here from the tight end. Off play action. Looking left. Makes a connection. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. He finds his man.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it and advance and get what he can get.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 13, Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, Dave.
Fires one high and deep. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, 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 please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off. You're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on now. I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Gives it to the back on the draw. Slithers into space. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Tar Heels have pushed it inside the 20. Off the play fake. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
North Carolina, 28.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one away. Texas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get laddered back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10.
29 Philly.
The inside handoff. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They go to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
Third down coming.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking to throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that pass is caught at the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, UNC!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 5 over Central Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Going deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out? Interception, yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Right down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Caught.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They keep attacking through the air. Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. There was no reason to hesitate on the sideline there. Just keep the offense out and go for it.
Dude, 4th and inches. If I can't get inches, I deserve to lose football games. So I'm going for it on 4th and inches every single time.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They want the edge on the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football.
Touchdown, Tar Heel! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Gets away from one. He's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it quickly to the tight end. He will. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day, man.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Calling on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. How about that? This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They